hand. Hey guys, this is J19, brought to you in our live stream, and yes, we are back for more Tales of Arise. The story's deep. That's the name of this part 18. The story's deep. If you don't know what's going on, please watch the other 17 parts, and especially the last one. A lot has, like, it's a dump chunk load of story bits of the characters, especially Shion and Elfin. And just, wow. I'm excited to see where this goes. We're going to try to get another 2 or 3 hours of streaming tonight and see how far we can get. A friend of mine told me I'm getting close. I'm getting close to the end, but how far? We don't know. But if you guys want to see more of this, if I don't finish it tonight, please subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay notified when I go live or upload my next video. With that said, you guys know the drill. Let you guys come on in. I'm going to do a couple of things and we will get started. And welcome to the stream, guys. Those of you who just joined. Oops. All right. I'm back. All right. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Be on our guard. Something feels a little off. Feels a little strange. These glasses, I tell you. I need new glasses. Yeah, I don't know. Does this seem like a boss fight area? Nope. It's not in these rooms, huh? Well, just apparently not. I'm still gonna check. Let's see, there's a chest over here. Heavy treat. You know what? I'll take it. 3,000 life to everybody. Of course, my food just ran out. Okay, let's go. Wouldn't that be sad? I might right at the end of the game right here.
This place. We've seen this in one of Naori's memories. Of course.
Oh yeah, that's right. The DMC5 room.
After 300 years, this is where it was held. The
Yep.
spirit channeling ceremony. This is where the Renaissance was.
So this is the place where you and Naori...
The Renaissance isn't here now. Nor is the Red Woman, it seems.
I know it's difficult, Alphen, but there will be time to dwell on the past later. For now, we need to keep moving. Come on.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, she's a maiden. He's a sovereign and she's a maiden, so only them can activate the portal, the pedestal.
Naori. What is this? Is it the work of Dana's will again?
It's been a year
So
since
bright,
the
man.
ceremony. That day, I shut away inside of myself the power that caused Alphen to lose control. Since then, my visions of the future have grown more and more fearsome.
She looks
Is
just
this
like
another
Xian.
memory? No, it's different this time. It's like she's speaking directly to us.
Ooh.
What we did back then. Not so much as a day passes when I don't think about it. About what was done to us. All in the name of a ceremony. The purpose of which we were never even told. As Sovereign, they linked Alphen's consciousness to Lenegis itself. The Renis Alma was intended to control his power, lest anything should slip through its cracks. That day, as Maiden, my role was to temper his power. I was meant to guide it forth, and give shape to the strength inside of him.
Linked to Lenegis itself? But then, everything that's been happening.
But that power showed me a vision. A vision of oblivion. When I realized that vision was a prophecy of the apocalypse we were about to unleash, I couldn't go through with it. But without a maiden, the ceremony was doomed. Alphen lashed out, his consciousness no longer his own.
Yeah.
I did what I could. Using my abilities as the maiden, I tried to seal that power away inside of me. But it was too late. Lenegis had already been brought to its knees. Thousands upon thousands of lives so cruelly snuffed out. All because of me. Because of what I had done.
She's blaming herself like Alphen blamed himself.
Slumbering inside of me. I knew I had to find a way to dispose of it. Anything to make up for my failure. But I didn't know how. Especially since that power was astral energy itself. In which case, ironically enough, the Renis Alma seemed to be my best bet.
Right, that's so bright.
That, at least, would hold the astral energy dormant. Assuming that no malevolent third party got to it first. With the Sovereign and Maiden's combined power, perhaps I could shift the chaotic energy inside me into the Renis Alma instead.
Huh.
That's what I hoped, but alas, it was not to be. The Renis Alma was lost, and Alphen, the Sovereign, was in a starship bound for Dana. My only choice was to seal away the destructive force inside of me using my powers as the Maiden, to buy the world what little time I could. The time needed for a new Renis Alma to be crafted, and for a new Sovereign to appear. Even if by doing so, it meant I would be passing the curse onto my descendants as well.
I mean, to Xian.
Please, forgive me. I never meant to burden the future world with this threat too. I only wish that there was something more I could have done.
Wait, you can't just...
Yeah, she disappeared. Oh boy, she has the same guilt as Alphen
That
did.
message just now, was it directly from Naori? Or was it the Danan voice speaking through her?
Oh. Oh.
What?
These are the clothes that Naori and I wore during the ceremony 3 centuries ago.
So you're saying this is the maiden's outfit?
Her
That's
hair.
right.
Her hair
These
is
clothes are
just like
designed to
Naori.
resonate with the Sovereign and Maiden's
Wow.
abilities. They focus and enhance them.
And they appeared now because...
Naori must have left them here for the new Sovereign and Maiden, knowing the day would come when they would need them in their fight against the Thorns.
These outfits are directly linked to the answers we've been chasing this whole time. If they're here, it must mean it was Naori's will for us to find those answers as well.
Locating the Renis Alma would allow us to neutralize the dark astral energy inside Shion, thereby silencing her thorns. Is that what Naori's suggesting?
It makes sense. After all, Master Cores and Spirit Vessels are both able to prevent the astral energy inside them from developing sentience. By that logic, it would stand to reason that the Renis Alma would have the same ability on a larger scale.
That's true.
We have a Maiden and Sovereign. Now all we need is the Renis Alma, and we'll finally be able to free you of your thorns. Shion.
It's possible? You really think so?
I do. We can rid you of your thorns and stop the world from falling to oblivion.
Hope so.
However, the spirit channeling ceremony already failed once. Even if our goal is different this time, we can't be sure the same thing won't happen again. We should take care not to be too optimistic.
You're right. It's the barest sliver of a chance. But if there's even the slightest hope it can work, I'm willing to stake everything I've got on it.
I know it's too early to let myself feel relieved, but I just can't seem to help it. Just hearing there's the slightest chance, even though I know the world's still in great peril. It's selfish of me, I know, but still.
No, it isn't. You found hope to believe in. It'd be strange if you weren't over the moon about it.
Rinwell's right. We can rid you of your curse and still save the world at the same time.
Thank you. Naori entrusted us with the fate of all humanity. Now, it's up to us to prove that trust was well placed.
Starting with a little game called Hunt the Renis Alma.
Yeah, we've come all this way. Now we just need to search Lenegis and Rena until we find it.
Yeah, we can protect the world and save Shion at the same time.
I too shall lend my services. My knowledge of Renin lore is bound to be a useful asset.
And they say modesty is dead.
Miracles just seem to follow wherever you go, huh?
How do you know it's me they're following? We're all in this together, Shion. You included. Now let's get moving, shall we? Last I heard, we had an apocalypse to stop. Thank you, Naori.
Huh. What's gonna happen next?
So Naori sealed away the power that made me lose control of myself. She stopped my rampage and saved my life. But then, that power she'd sealed away was passed down to you. I'm so sorry, Shion. It's my fault that you're cursed.
You're wrong. What happened to you was because of the ceremony and Naori's attempt to stop Oblivion. You paid a heavy price for it, and then fell asleep for 300 years. The reason you lost your memories
Is the reason for your curse.
the thorns.
It all leads back to them. But once they're gone, we can finally put an end to all this.
When my thorns are gone, I never dared to dream that such a thing could be possible. No, the truth is, I think maybe I've always been dreaming about a life without my thorns.
Yeah.
The touch of my family, or playing with my friends, holding hands with Rinwell, or giving Law a deserved smack, embracing everyone. All the normal things that people do together. I always wished I could experience them for myself and finally know what they were like. Is it really okay for me to believe it can happen? I'm so scared of getting my hopes up. What if it doesn't work out in the end, and...
That's not going to happen. I'm here to make sure it won't. Forget fate or destiny or anything else. We're going to live a normal life. There are a lot of things you still want to do, right?
Yeah, you're right. It's such a strange feeling. I know that we've still got plenty of fighting up ahead. And it's for my sake. So I can live.
You're worth fighting for.
I believe you, Alphen.
Good. I'll keep on fighting. For as long as it takes. Until our future is finally in our hands.
Oh boy. Oh, I actually learned new stuff. Oh, we got. During combos, what's revitalized? Advanced healing art that restores all. Alright, Xian. Oh. Ooh, wait. He's gonna learn new stuff. KO prevention. You know what? I'll take it. Let's do. Mid-air jump. Critical hits. She don't jump in the air though. Let's get this one. Solve this. Let's see. KO prevention. Makes it easy for party members to trigger overlimit when damaged by attack. Yes. I like that. Ooh. Wow. So those two automatically get garbs then. That's freaking amazing. Ooh. That's sick. One would.
Sounds like this Naori chick had quite the big heart.
Her position demanded nothing less. From the sound of things, she didn't focus on differences, least of all those between Renans and Danans.
Yeah. It was Naori who first showed me that such a thing was even possible. And then she saved my life by sending me back home to Dana.
Not only that, but she willingly stayed behind on Lenegis for the sake of her people. It sounds like she was quite the hero, all right. A truly caring person.
It's as if walls meant nothing to her. The ones separating the Renans from the Danans, or herself from others. She had no need for them.
Which basically meant that she never had anything to break down in the first place, huh? Yeah. I think you may be right about that.
That makes sense.
You inherited that legacy. Her wish for the world.
Don't I know it?
She's kind of like a lodestar guiding our way, showing us what we can aspire to.
So... Okay, so we gotta go this way. Yeah, this, like the bottom half, like all this, it reminds me of like Devil May Cry 5. Alright, so we gotta go this way. That's great. He got new armor, and she did too, and he got a new sword. This is a pretty powerful armor and sword too. It's like, it's nuts. Alright, let's go.
That's quite some door, all right. This might finally be it. The heart of the beast.
We'll find the Renis Alma and the Red Woman inside, right?
After everything we've been through to get here, they damn well better be.
We'll probably be needing you to open this one for us, Sovereign.
Go for it, Alphen.
Yeah. Yeah, those two armor sets look great. Especially his. I like his. Hers is unique. Hers is just... I'm not used to seeing her without her long hair, though. But Alphen looks like a true hero, like a hero knight.
This is it, guys. Time to see what secrets are in store.
Go to the depths of the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, this has got a vibe. This has got a vibe of get ready for a fight.
We're a long way from the residential quarters now. It looks completely different.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, this place, it reminds me more of being back inside the Wedge.
Except the Danon astral energy feels even stronger here.
In a portion of the city reserved purely for the Renin Sovereign.
Maybe he just has strange tastes?
This place looks like it has been here for quite some time now. If its design were a matter of personal preference, we would be talking from centuries ago. Or perhaps even further back. Still, this isn't the sort of decadence of taste spoken of in artistic circles. So what is it then?
Hold up, decadence? Artistic circles?
When a preference is indulged to its extreme, it descends into kitsch, eccentricity for the sake of it. I'd be happy to illuminate you further.
That depends. Does it involve you buying me lunch?
The void that art fills isn't the stomach, it's the soul.
In that case, I'll let you know the next time my soul starts to rumble.
Now all we need is something to fill up the void inside your head.
Shut up!
Oh man, those guys are quite the characters, you know? You know what? We're fighting the boss. We gotta do it. What's the strategy here? Go all out for bosses. Did I heal? Yes, okay. We're gonna save the game. Oh, here we go, guys. Well, almost 40 hours in. More cutscene.
Volron! He really was still alive.
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united. Born from the fires of chaos, the world does seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that the Maiden's crest?
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks like it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
But for what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion. Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renaissance. Because right now, we need that most of all.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally found you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all have the same face? How is that even possible?
What's going on here?
What is this?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
Okay, so we got a few of them we gotta fight.
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting just here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand. Dragon
Glacial Spear. Here's
Now you see what I can do!
Eat dirt! Dragon
Alright, we're gonna.
Raging Cascade! By the power of
I'll
water!
grind you into dust!
Dragon Swarm!
Burning Crush!
Glacial
Eternal
Spear.
Devastation!
Bathed in blood!
Rending
you are bloody
Our
incantation ruined!
Ouch.
A whirling beauty of lightning! Gemini
Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now!
This one's all mine!
Alright, let's do this.
Seismic rupture! Denied!
Illuminate the dark! And hug
Ouch.
Holy land!
Eagle Ray!
Try harder!
A chain between ready!
You're mine!
Not in your dreams!
Elusive ready and rare!
Sorry to trouble you.
A chain between heaven and earth!
Oh.
A wailing beauty Where are you going?
This one's all mine!
Benediction
Burn
light.
in hell!
Searing ray! Dragon Swarm! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Eternal Devastation! No further!
Mega ray!
Eternal Devastation! Try harder! Eternal Devastation!
Bathed in blood.
These guys hit hard. So you know what? We're gonna heal Alphen real quick. Alright, there we go.
Nothing gets by me! Heal! Far enough!
Eternal Devastation!
Behold!
Alright, here we go.
The Earth's hope! Tectonic Vision!
Is that a new move? I don't remember that one.
Megasonic Thrust! Not today!
Ooh, sick.
Not in your dreams! Let the marksman handle this! Here I go! Go!
They smite with blackened fury!
Downfall! Here's a healing arc!
Resonate with the earth!
This one's mine! Air thrust! Photon! Illuminate the dark! Magic command!
Eternal Devastation!
First aid! Back into...
Do I have?
the fray!
There you go. That'll help out.
Dragon Swarm!
Leave the chargers to me!
Can you take it? This one's all mine!
Block that. There you go. That's sick.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Negative gate!
I'll heal you all!
Ready and raring!
Alright, let's go.
Pull myself together.
It's on! Not today!
Bam.
Dragon Swarm!
Shoot. Those beams are freaking, they kill. They hurt hard.
That'll bring you down.
Then I'm gonna do this. Oh, I only had one of those? Okay. Yeah, Elfin. I tend to be a little bit...
Can't get out of this! A chain between heaven and earth! Devastation! Dragon Swarm on the way! The flame inside you yearns to be let free!
There we go.
Now you see what I can do! Dragon Swarm! Captivity! Catapult! Eternal Devastation! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Benediction.
Alright. Dolheim? We can't die, buddy. Ouch. You pizza. Ooh.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Leave the charges to me. Thanks so much. Dragon Swarm denied. Lightning orb. Dance in the wind.
Alright, we're getting down there, guys. I think we got this. I think we got this. Alright, nope.
This isn't looking good. Can't get out of this.
Nope. Alphin's not dying. He's a sovereign.
You picked the wrong fight. Dragon Swarm. I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Say no more.
Get wrecked.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now! Do you think it's really over?
No. There's no way. That's a little too easy.
Astral energy. Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
Watch out, Elfin.
What? It's self-destructed?
Alphin!
I'm okay. Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
Who said you could touch that?
Varon.
Damn it! He's awake!
I should have thought as much. So you know this place? Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart. Even after all this time, you still insist on hating me? You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think? Did you really think that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf? Who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings.
Yep.
You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a
slave from Dana. Just like us.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that right? Volron.
So Voron is actually...
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters. I will stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
No. The red woman's like, access denied.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Don't do it!
It's too late. We can't stay here.
We need to go. Alphen!
Okay. Oh no, she's trapped. She gonna make it? Come on, Alpha and reach. Hold up. Oh, this guy, he's rough. Oh, good. Volron.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
Are you two okay?
Alright, then. He's nuts.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Those red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
What, those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renaissance. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
Volron mentioned a master of theirs holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
So this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renaissance in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
But seriously, I was not expecting Voron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
Yeah, wow.
I didn't see that coming about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying thing anyone said all day.
How about you, Shion? Doherly? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the red woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had just so much I wanted to ask them. About Rena, and Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah, they did.
Oh.
And the next time we meet them, we're going to make sure they tell us everything they know.
That's right. So we're gonna have to go through all that again. Apparently so. Unless, can I teleport? Oh, there's no teleport device. Yeah, there's no... Shoot. I was afraid of that. That's how they get this game to extend longer, making you backtrack. Let's go. This is probably gonna be another hour track. I'll probably have to fight all those enemies again too. Which we might as well heal. Okay, down. Okay. Might as well. Maintenance passageway. This is the one with all the fights, I think. Okay, let's fight.
Discourteous, aren't
They're trying to level us up, get us ready for the fight, for the final fight. Now you'll learn.
They smite with blackened blade.
Not on my watch.
Ouch. Okay, come on.
Lunar corruption field.
Eternal devastation. Bloody holy. Come on. Dragon swarm. Negative gate. Take this. Try harder. Come on. Dragon swarm. No further.
Look here. Now.
Shield.
This
Let's
one's
go.
got your name on it.
Ashes to ashes. Resonate with me.
Dust.
I'll smash you.
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Dragon swarm.
Freeze lancer.
Leave the chargers to me.
Do it.
Bring up.
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Bye. Boom.
Benediction light. Dragon swarm. Heal.
This one's mine. Between heaven and earth.
I owe you
Where
one.
are you going?
Dragon swarm.
Lightning. Far enough.
I'm ready. In an instant. Impact block.
There we go. Finally.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
Huh, okay. Those big things ain't back. Let's hope not. Those things are kind of a pain to bite. Of course I had to say it, didn't I? No, not today. I don't want to spend 10 minutes fighting that thing.
Hi, Hoodle.
Grant me the strength to march on. Dragon swarm.
Fall into
A
consciousness.
wall to shield from your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Dragon swarm. The flame inside me yearns to be let free. Dragon swarm.
Now, get toasty.
Bird strike.
Water
Dragon
and
catapult.
Mega ray. Back into the fray.
Great.
Mega ray.
Anything in armor is all mine.
Raging storm. Into the
Dragon
shadows.
swarm.
Begin.
Mega ray. Go get illuminate the dark.
I'll blind you with a shot.
Holy land. Lunar corruption. Heaven and earth. Gemini.
You're mine.
Take this.
Dragon swarm.
Divine
Leave the chargers to me.
Far enough.
I'm ready. Kisara, commander of heaven.
That's it.
Phoenix Cyclops.
Well then, let's keep moving.
I think. Hang on. A skill panel. Arts. He's got some new ones, right? Dragon Swarm. Yeah, I already got Dragon Swarm, yeah. Double demonic. Yeah, he don't have... Yeah, I don't think... Alright, we're not gonna worry about it. I like the moveset he's got now. Good.
What the? When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Doe?
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing. So she really was being controlled.
He told me about Tarnigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once.
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
That's not good.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I don't?
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
We need to stop that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust. That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then. Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please, won't somebody explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Heed me now, fellow Renans of Lenegis. It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
The Sovereign is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid. As people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you. Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Just like that, everything's online again.
Your speech seems to have done the trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing, was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been...
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
You? You can't be serious.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet. All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different. I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Turnagain's death. To see a future.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
Sounds like you're in it for the long haul.
That's right.
How could I not be, after the second chance that I've been granted? From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta get there. Alrighty, she learned. Oh, he learned. That's side holding.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
There we go.
I was complicit in the Renan system, bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But in doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way.
Well,
if it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed.
He was.
I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Alrighty. We got more.
How long
I love
have you
these.
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
Leave the past where it belongs. We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Okay. Leaving the nest.
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
Sorry. Did I look distracted?
Among other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
That obvious, huh? I was just thinking how good it is to see him moving forward at last. It was always so infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But now, he's finally beginning to spread his wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do you look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive worry off my mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that maternal instinct of yours at work.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
A pretty big child.
That's one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this has made me realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he was. If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
Yeah, it's this way, right? Resonance, departure zone. Okay, so we gotta go this way? Yeah, this way. Yeah, it's going to take me a little bit to get used to the map, but... Oh, that's just I'm using a magic skill. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. Does it have some padding? Oh yeah, it's got padding. Especially if they make it backtrack through like the whole dungeon. That gets a little padded, which a lot of games do. That's just a little nitpick. Especially when I want to move on with the story. It's like, come on, don't make me go back through here. Just jump ahead. Which is normal for a good story like this. Which I love the story, love the characters. Combat's awesome. There's some minor gripes about certain things, But we'll talk more about that when I beat the game and showcase my review for it, which is going to be amazing. But yeah, what's the quickest way? Straight through. Let's do it. It's like I'm expecting a cutscene of some sort. Probably in this next area. I can see another cutscene happening. Maybe not. And talking to the kids. This way. There's a landing dock. Finally. I wonder, is Rena gonna be like a big ol'... So we was at Dena. So is Rena like another planet? If so, like how many more hours I have of this game? Oh. Don't say I've got a whole lot because they're wearing their ultimate outfits.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
That can wait for now. We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renis Alma.
Yep.
The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
So, what do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should... What?
Well, we ain't going to Rena. Probably like this saying, we're gonna take it to our leader. You will have your final battle there. Good. I just teleported. So we're not going to Rena. Okay.
Damn! The hell just happened?
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's not
bad,
good.
Right?
Quite bad. We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone! Look there!
That's one, I guess, right? There's Rena and Dana. Okay, what the heck's going on? There's one, I guess.
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But that flower looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
Oh no.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
We can only pray that they are.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The flower of oblivion.
It's the same color as their shoulder and the one on their hair.
Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're not the only one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Spaceships. Usually comes with helmets and stuff.
The starship,
Spacesuits.
it's back online?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Oh man, this stuff's getting real. The heck are we?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought us here. The question is, who?
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
If they wanted to attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship.
Right.
We should see where this path takes us.
I'm texting a friend of mine. We're talking about part 2 and stuff like that. That's pretty neat for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Yeah, out of reach. Here we go.
Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
Oh.
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me. Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Actually, I've been meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live. Which isn't to say I didn't feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine. I know I'm not alone anymore.
But I can't even touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
Yeah.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever. Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Yeah, just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
Lightening the mood. We got a lot of cutscenes. This is great.
Boo! Ah! What the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell.
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's called experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
Yeah, that's great. I like the character interaction. Oh, here we go.
I still can't get over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
No, it's not.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats me. I have absolutely no clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Rena and Dana.
Right.
We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to think that they lied to us not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
Keeping calm. Yeah, let's keep
That
calm,
beam
folks.
of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
That's what it looked like. And then the Danon side responded.
Perhaps it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenegis?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth going through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere. What is it?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Man. I don't know how we got that battle meter because we wasn't in battle. It's kind of weird how it finally just ran out. This is the game. We gotta look around. Alright. I guess we'll go see who summoned us. Where we at right now? Where we at right now? you know. Like, well, I don't know. Wait. Oh, okay. Well, just straight to the point. Like that. Alright. Alright, let's save the day. Save data. Alright, let's get back to it. Yeah, sorry, my friend is really super into talking Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 and stuff, so let's continue. Ooh, in our elevator, I think. Some kind of thing.
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Huh? What's that?
That's not an elevator.
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
It doesn't look like it can move. Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
That is correct. It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
Whoa.
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, serve? Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
What did you do to us?
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way. Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Oh goody, more riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah.
I shall now answer your questions. We are Helganquil. The red women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Date Phasal, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's Great Spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The great astral spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will.
Yeah, PS5 is.
Refuse.
A voice?
PS5 is very, very pushing. This is not even like a high quality game. This,
our hearts directly.
I streamed a couple other games that are really, really super good.
The ages.
Does that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second. Could this great spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge.
Yeah,
and in the
like I
Forbidden Zone on
played.
Lenegus. If
I
Dana has a
streamed
will of its own, I don't
Resident
see
Evil
why Rena
Village. I
wouldn't.
streamed like Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Maybe not, but think about what you're
I
saying.
have showcased Demon Souls.
Like Rena,
If you go look at like the gameplay for that, it's mind blowing. And we are just getting started in the PlayStation 5.
Forcing us to do anything.
Yeah, but
Let's
Yeah,
assume
it
that
looks
what
good.
Rec 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed cut off from both planets.
You could tell it's a
Even
little
if
bit
we had
dated,
previously
but
been
it
under the
looks
control of
alright.
Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we
I
were
got Black
disconnected.
Ops 3 as well.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's great spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why
Yeah,
we felt
that'd be
its
great,
will
man.
where we did. The Wedge and Lenegus are where so much of that energy
The
had been
internet is needed
accumulated.
nowadays, which is crazy because back in like
The Great
PlayStation 1,
Spirit's
PlayStation
desire
2,
is to
you didn't need
consume
internet.
all astral energy.
Or
And the
even
pursuit
before
of
that.
desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago
Oh, that's nice of
succeeded,
her.
all of Dana's astral
Right
energy
now,
would have
my
been
money's
seized.
tight, so I'm only buying it once a month. I'm buying it like $10 at a time, because I can't afford like $60. $60 is a big chunk for a month, but I can fork out $10 a month, which I know it's cost more money in
Change
it,
in
but
plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling success. However,
memory cards in the game.
recreating the Renis
Yeah.
Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered
This
one of
game
Alphen's
is-
original questions.
it's
Just
crazy.
why have
It's
you brought
crazy
us here to
good.
your
Like,
base, Hevrek
the story has
35?
a lot of twists and turns.
First, it was to confirm the
But yeah,
identities of you.
I play a lot of RPGs, JRPGs. I used to play Call of Duty a lot, but I kind of lost my taste for it, especially when Cold War takes up like almost 200 gigabytes of my PS5 storage. So it's like,
I
like.
wish for you all to slay
I also
the
got
Great Spirit.
Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West coming out next month.
sorry,
I'm
did you
streaming
just
both
ask
of
us
those
to
on my
kill your
channel
master?
for
I
PS5.
did. It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegus has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit,
Yeah. I
it
used to
cannot
do
be
that.
long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We
Yeah,
won't let
yeah.
that happen.
That's
Why do you
understandable.
want us to kill the Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
Vengeance? For what?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species
I'm
is on the
hoping
brink of
down the
extinction.
road I can buy me a external,
You
SSD external,
You're dying?
and expand my storage a little
At this
bit.
stage, it would be wise for you to talk with
Yeah,
the
you can
others.
install one.
Ask
The
them what
latest
you need to
firmware
know.
update allows
Once
you
you have
to
your
put
answer,
a
return
SSD
to
on there,
me.
but it's got to be a certain
If you
kind,
agree to help,
a certain speed.
I shall fix your ship.
They have 500 gigabyte, 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, and 4
How many of you
terabyte.
are there?
But they are expensive, so keep
I
that in
am the
mind.
only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Phasal.
Like the 1 terabyte one I want to get, it's got to have a heatsink in it, in the SSD card. And the 1 terabyte one is like $200 and some dollars.
I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
Find the others. Okay, this is a good. All right.
You can't
Strange.
seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
To be honest, the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it. How about you, Dohalim? Were you able to follow it at all?
At the very least, everything it said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is. We're not going to let it destroy Dana.
Oh, you need a screwdriver.
There is one other thing that concerns
You
me.
need a flathead screwdriver to take the
How the Great Spirit,
take the thing off.
Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renans? How do they factor into all this?
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevric 35 never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
Yeah, we got lots of screwdrivers here, so it's easy for me to put mine on. I was a little worried at first. It's, brand new system. I haven't took the side plates off. And people say it's really easy. You just tap on them and they pop right off. And they're easy to put back on. Because I want to there's a couple of dust collectors, vents. You gotta vacuum out. I should probably clean it out. No, I have not. I don't think Fortnite is fun. To be honest, I looked at it, how you play it and stuff. I'm not a big fan of battle royales. Alrighty. Fancy place. Not cutting down Fortnite. I know a lot of people do. They cut down Fortnite tomorrow. It's just I don't find battle royales fun, especially when you die and it's in a spot that collects dust. Yeah, you need to just wipe it down with something that's not gonna scratch it. That's good. I need to start doing that. But yeah, Fortnite, I played Black Ops 4 Blackout, which is Battle Royale, and it's fun, but as soon as you get taken out, then you're sitting there watching the whole match. It's I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine because I never took my PS5 apart either.
Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
Well, it's not really annoying. It's just like, it's just first time taking the system apart.
Yeah,
It can be a little bit a nerve-wracking thing.
The Overseer told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick. Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
I know that. I know you can. I watch YouTube videos. I talk to people that have.
He must have meant
I never tried.
35 when he mentioned that Overseer.
And what was that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
Huh. Yeah, true. A lot of people take their plates, the white plates off. They order the brand new color plates you can get. Let's see. I gotta talk to these people.
Have you guys lived up here in Deg Faisal with Hevrek 35 for a long time?
Yes. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
Interesting.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
All right,
and
man.
You've been working for Hevrek
I'll be here.
35 ever since?
Probably be here for another hour, at least.
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without
Welcome
being
to the stream,
detected.
guys.
It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict. I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Hevrek 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, they'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead. Things are going just fine with the Overseer. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That said, I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions.
I mean, you got some answers, questions answered. They're not asking the right questions, though. It's like, the story, the characters are awesome, but like, we really didn't get a whole lot of answers out of her, except for he's lonely, don't want to do anything, and then they've been like asleep. And stasis come out of stasis to try to keep him alive for hundreds and hundreds of years while they oversee everything. Okay, next.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure. It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Please, tell us what you know about the Helganquil.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
Of course not. There's really no such thing as Renans in the first place.
Excuse me?
What?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
Apparently not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
Okay then.
But if that's true, then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't. But there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Let me get this straight. Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use astral arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries. They have these tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and—
Enough! You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance. If it meant their hands had to get a little dirty in the process, then so be it. Anyway, the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal. They're also mostly the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see. Thanks for filling us in.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Dohalim.
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
Yeah, this is nuts.
Then let's hope this is our last revelation for a while.
No, you're gonna find out some more. Oh, the main guy.
Do you know anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes. Do you know what its main objective was?
Yes. It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient. Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
We have a winner! However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied. The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans in Helganquil that day. For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renus Alma, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types.
Going back now.
To amend that, we
There's
set
a
our
lot
sights
going
on
on here as far as
and
story.
implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
And the crown contests began.
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps. A new sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work, its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were unfounded.
So that's what the purpose
Long
of
as
that
it's a
room we
Type
found in
C.
the Forbidden Zone was.
As long as it's a Type C, I mean, it probably could work.
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana. As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's
I mean, you can try, but I'm not sure. I know some rules, warnings, they tell you not to charge it up in a certain way.
Is that true?
What happened to your normal
It
cord?
is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes. And yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
Hang on. I don't know if I can show you. Probably
He
not.
talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been
This?
living alone up here
This is
for
a
a long
charge.
time.
This is a charging
Who
station.
knows what shape their minds are in?
You can buy one of these online or at a store. Cost me $30 for the PS5.
Turned upside down.
You plug
Is
it
there
in
anything we
right
know
here.
that's still true at this point?
You plug it in here with a charger.
I'm still trying to process the fact that we Renans were created by the Helganquil.
I mean, that's what I
Let
usually
alone
do.
the
I
Sovereign
charge.
and Maiden stuff.
Yeah, I can put 2 controllers here and charge up both my controllers while I'm done for the night. So I can put my headset on the other charger cable.
I think
It
it's
came
fair
with
to
it.
say that we found the answers
Just-
we've been looking for.
I figured I'd
Does everyone
give you a
agree?
little heads up.
Agreed. Though I'll admit that I never expected it to all boil down to Rena's great spirit being behind everything.
Everything that's happened, everything
Yeah,
we've
it's
endured,
the official Sony
astral
PlayStation 5 DualSense controller charger
Great
station.
Spirit took control of the Helganquil.
You get that at Walmart or any other place.
Created the Renans, who went on to invade and rule over the Danans.
Plus, the reason the Great Spirit can't directly
Yes, I
control
am.
the Renans
I'm
as
using
well
the
is
3D
likely
Pulse
because they were
headset, which is
originally Danans all
$100.
along.
I'm using the HD camera, which is up
Either
here.
way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in
HD
at
camera's
once.
fine.
Maybe too much even.
I mean, you can tell
We
it's
should probably
not
take it
the
easy and
best
rest our
quality
minds
like
a bit.
streamers have it with their fancy
Why don't we all
cameras,
take
but
some
it
time to
works.
think things over before we decide on our next move?
That's a good idea, Kisara. If the Renan Great Spirit really is behind all this, and we've got a really big fight ahead of us.
And I got
Because it's not just Dana on the line.
2 of these controllers. I bought one before launch.
To do this, we need to be completely
then-
sure of ourselves. So let's go ahead and break off for now.
Your phone would be your
We aren't in
camera.
any immediate danger, so we
I
should be okay.
mean,
You sure you don't want to be alone right now?
I could ask you the same question.
I figured I'd get all my thinking in while walking around and checking up on everybody.
oh well.
I'll go along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds too.
I never figured that out. There's a way.
Sounds good. Let's go find them.
Somebody told me there's a way for that we can.
Everyone's
Like when I
just
do
gone
my
their own
reaction
way, huh?
videos, I'm gonna pause it. When I do my reaction videos on my phone, that's how I reacted to the Horizon Forbidden West trailer earlier today. I just use like the screen recorder, and I record what's on my screen while I'm reacting to the. But people said there's a way for me to put my camera on there, but I don't know. I don't know like if that's like an Apple product thing. I don't know if Android's got that, but that's the best I can do. Reaction videos would be without me, without my face, but it is what it is. I tripod.
Yeah, let's hit up each spot.
Beg your pardon, what are we doing now? I wasn't paying attention to the story. Yeah, but it's only like 24 frames per second. It's not very good.
Everything we thought we knew. It was all just a fabrication that the Red Women, no, that the Helganquil made up.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Hevrek 35 has told us, that is.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's possible the Helganquil could be behind the fruits of Helgen too.
But if Hevrek 35 was telling the truth, and this was all just one
Eventually,
massive lie, does that mean everything we've done
I do have a Twitch,
been pointless?
but I haven't done anything on it. I don't think so. I don't know if I have anybody that follow me on there yet. So I keep telling people follow me on there if you want. But
that's all.
I want to save up money. It's going to be a long time. I want to save up money for like a PC.
If we've lost it,
so I can start.
Guess we'll just have to find another. All of us
hold your
together.
phone during video reaction video. Get a tripod.
Then we'll make a new one. End of story.
Oh yeah, I could do that.
I see.
But yeah, I want to start doing Twitch. I heard that Twitch is the way to go for like streaming, like games and stuff. But just right now, I don't have the equipment to do it because I need a desktop version of Twitch so I can turn on VOD. Is what I want to do is I want to stream on Twitch, and then once you become a affiliate where you're partnered up with Twitch, you do have to wait like 24 hours before you can upload it to like your YouTube channel. But you can have it set up where automatically it's already linked to the YouTube channel. Yeah, so that way you can just hit upload, it uploads to YouTube channel. That way, because I think VOD is only like 60 days. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube's kind of weird. Hey, we can save the game. Are we hurt? Yeah, let's see that. Rest. I want. Elemental defense. Ah, shoot. Let's do this. I want my elemental. That's elemental. Hang on. Heal up. Elemental defense. Extra boo. Yeah, I streamed one time on Twitch. It was I streamed Final Fantasy VII. I did like the whole Midgar session, which took like 4 hours. Alright, cool. Okay, we're going this way. We're gonna save the game. How come? Why'd you stop streaming? I'm not even close. I watched somebody like celebrate his he's got 1 million followers on Twitch, and because of the type of content that he covers, road company with some friends, then get that. Okay, that's not bad. Anyways, I watched his video he posted on YouTube, and he's like surprised that he hit 1 million. It did take a while, and he's really thankful. But he admitted that, yeah, it happens. I get to the point where sometimes I don't want to stream and make a video, but I've been getting better at it. I've been streaming more. I've been covering. Well, affiliate is kind of like partner though. So you are working for Twitch to get views and stuff like that. But he said that it's extremely hard to get subs on YouTube than it is for Twitch. And man, I really want to, but like if somebody misses my stream and then they go back to watch my VOD, it ain't there because I don't have VOD activated. And it's like, oh. So right now, I'm on YouTube for a long time. I'm over 400 videos so far. I'm at 127 subs. So slowly growing, but yeah, I don't know how much longer I'll be streaming though, so I must probably do. Oh, so we gotta talk to everybody?
Oh, it's you two. Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
He who? Oh, you mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all, but he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest. I mean, the Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that
so
are
you've been at it for quite a while then.
How so?
Huh.
Coexistence between Dahnans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the
Oh,
Renans?
wow.
At the end of the day, the Helgan Quill and the Great Spirit are the ones who
Yeah,
are
it is kind of weird.
at
People
the same time,
be kind of worried about what she's up to,
not
but
every Dahnan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I mean, she sounded like she was there just for like the gaming media assets and stuff. So,
and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
Even just among the Dahnans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
bet it
nice
was.
if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small task.
Like I'm starting to open up myself a little bit. I'm starting to get like involved in some of the communities on Twitter, Discord. Right now, I'm part of like a couple of big PlayStation Discords. They're not official, but one of them is very good.
Worst case scenario,
it's still full of like some trolls in it.
people getting killed.
The other one I really like to be a part of. I have been since like for almost 2 years now, and just it's getting to the point now. I'm getting like made fun of and stuff.
True.
Like
everybody has their own scars.
I can't talk about gaming news and stuff like that because when I give my opinion about things,
it won't be achieved
and like
through reasoning. But
they tell me that I'm a dumbass, I'm a dummy, like this is the dumbest thing I ever heard, and somebody blocked me. It's like, you know what, I was about ready to leave, but
first we need
there's some awesome people on there. I don't want to leave, but there's some mean people on there I just don't care for. Oh, happy bottle. I don't really need those though. Let's see.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? And we'll talk about
it's mostly about
it shook you up a bit.
It's all about the darn Microsoft acquisition. They bought Activision. I don't know if you heard about that. They bought Activision for like $68.7 billion. And a lot of them are like saying,
if Renans end up living together with Dahnans
again, it's nothing to do with my YouTube channel. It's just more like just the acquisition about Microsoft and Activision.
It's not as simple as all that, but Dahnans
they're trying to say that Sony's in trouble, like Call of Duty is like one of Sony's like top money maker.
It wouldn't surprise me
because they have a big, huge following and fan base, and then like after like 2023, Call of Duty is no longer going to be like the older Call of Duties would be on PlayStation, but like
even so, I was still able to change. And if I can change,
the new
so
Call of Duties
else.
might not be on PlayStation. It's going to force people from PlayStation, like PlayStation 4 and 5, to jump ship and go over to Microsoft and PC.
That Great Spirit worries
it's
me
like,
too, though. Dana's will
you know what?
feels so warm and inviting.
So let's just say about 20 million players leave PlayStation and go to Microsoft
Everett 35 and the
or
other
PC.
scientists here never really brought that up.
Sony's going to be fine.
They don't know either.
I mean,
maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dana's still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We won't. We'll keep it safe no matter what.
but yeah, I said some things that's like, you know what, it's just That's how I feel about it, and you know, I even told him straight up. Yeah, because Activision knows they get money from Sony, like PlayStation players. Every year they're buying stuff for like the Call of Duties, and like Activision knows that, hey, look, I know you bought us, but we make some serious money from PlayStation. But Phil Spencer said, I even posted the site, and they haven't said anything about it. Yeah, Microsoft is fixing Activision. That's what's going on. But so yeah, Microsoft owns everything. They own Call of Duty. They own World of Warcraft. They own Candy Crush, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro. Once it's signed, sealed, and delivered in 2013. No, 2023, not 2013. So we got a little bit of argument, and of course it's like, But Phil Spencer said that it's not their intent to take away communities from the PlayStation brand, because that's not what their intent is. I think what they're doing is they're trying to make sure that Activision get their act together. The CEO guy or the president is Bethesda too. Both of those companies. Microsoft's bought both of them because they want to make sure that, hey, get your crap together. So I think Microsoft's gonna be fine, Sony's gonna be fine, Nintendo's gonna be fine, we're all gonna be fine. But it's law and then Doha.
I still can't believe it, man.
You're not the only one still trying to make sense of
they
all
don't
this.
fall
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get.
They own a lot of things now, like Elder Scrolls, Doom.
Once my memories started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad and running away from the truth.
That's why I didn't cover that on my YouTube channel. I don't do a whole lot of gaming news unless there's some games I'm interested in. So I just let everybody else talk it over.
With you guys, it's just
but you want to talk about?
For me to handle right now.
I know
they bought a lot of companies last year. They bought what, 7 or 8 of them.
The key is not to worry too much about the big stuff
right now. But the problem is Sony can't afford. They can't afford Activision. They can't afford Rockstar. They can't afford.
Obvious reasons.
They can't afford any of those big studios. Those publishers.
And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me.
Sony's got plenty of teams now.
Or who to tell.
I do expect Sony to go out and buy some more studios this year.
You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
In other words, if you let the big picture stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about, all I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them. That's good enough, right?
Not everyone is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place.
Sony owns Insomniac, which does Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank.
It's like they're doing Wolverine. Off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me, just like I always have. I think that's best.
So Sony's got major studios. Like when you start seeing Guerrilla Games, Santa Monica, Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, you name it, all those big, juicy mega studios that developers that Sony PlayStation Studios own, when their games come out, they're top tier. They're on top of the sales. Like, The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, the exclusivity, time exclusive deal for Final Fantasy VII Remake. They all sell well. Spider-Man 2018 sold well. God of War 2018 sold well. I heard Demon Souls sold well. Miles Morales sold well. So it's like mind-blowing.
I apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shion. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me.
Social media manager?
What concerns me is all of the other
you know what?
out there.
When you
post my streams,
you mean the ones that are living on Lenegus?
I do probably gonna need some help.
Correct.
Because
even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana,
what does every streamer have nowadays? They got an editor,
putting aside
a person that edits their videos before they release it on YouTube or Twitch.
You will have to think long and hard about
where
it
we
is
get
that you
hacked.
wish to return to.
What else they get?
So, I guess your only
they
real
also
choices
got
at this point are to either stay on Lenegus.
Streamers. What else they got? They also got somebody that actually like
and right now, Lenegus might
like
not even
upload their
be a safe
videos. Like they actually help edit, upload. Like I just said, they sometimes they'll post stuff on their social media for them. They'll check.
After all,
you know, they do all kinds of stuff. Like they also mod the live stream chats. That way, if somebody's like spoiling stuff, they just go, you know.
Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
I think when I get a little bigger, and I start getting followers, then yeah, I'm gonna need some help because I do not know anything about editing videos.
Even now,
yeah, definitely.
But things can still change.
I just hope that when I stream Dying Light 2, Horizon Forbidden West, I don't get spoilers in chat.
After this is all
so
over?
I usually don't.
Indeed,
I never had anybody join in chat go, "Oh, this is what happened."
In that regard,
never had that issue before,
I
but
remain determined. On that note, I have something of a favor to ask of you, Alphen.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only blazing sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you. However, the fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why...
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
You're absolutely right.
Relax.
You're absolutely right.
Tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
You're too kind.
Yeah, for sure.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once
trying to
again.
think how this works.
This time just as friends. Alphen.
So I just like send you a link to my stream and you send it to my
I will.
to all my
friend.
You know, I could do. Yeah, so what I do is every stream I'm always like this. I'm always like this. Say, all right, guys, give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna do a couple things, and
what about
I'm always constantly like this, send out my link.
About the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, How could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even
Discord.
longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Danon, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too. I don't think she wanted the world to be saved just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering.
Well, we'll talk about that
after
you're done streaming.
Down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening. If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about. I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there, Savior Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
Well, is everybody ready to do what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dana's still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
What are your thoughts, Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world. And it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying there's a chance?
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah. 3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena. And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
While the main body resides in Rena.
Shion.
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's Great Spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet. The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
And we only know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
Hevric 35 has been observing the great astral spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
Okay.
Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevric 35 our answer.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegis, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renis almost stolen, Lenegis is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegis is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegis is equipped with a large number of starships that people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegis. The people there will be fine, I'm sure of it.
Right.
Alright, this game just keeps going. Whew. I really don't know where we're at right now, folks. I really don't. But I have been streaming this for almost almost two and a half hours. I think we're gonna call it good there. I want to try to keep it between 2 or 3 hours. I think this is a good one. There's a lot of story into it. It's blowing my freaking mind. I know I missed some dialogue there, but I kind of got the gist of it. All of them are kind of worried or shocked. They're stunned by what they're hearing. They know what they need to do. They all gotta join forces and know that they got a tough fight ahead of them. We gotta take down the Great Spirit, whatever this thing's gonna end up being. He said just be ready for the final fight. So I don't know how much longer I got. It could be a short stream tomorrow, but we will be back with Tales of Arise tomorrow night to see how much further we can get. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you guys for stopping by. If you're watching this at a later time, I thank you guys for love and support. I will probably be looking forward to having a social media manager. I'm talking to a person right now. You guys saw in the dialogue on the live chat. I'm going to talk to him and see how we can work this out. If I feel comfortable doing it, because if you guys don't want to see me go like this for about 5 minutes, and me trying to make sure everything's all sent out to my social medias and stuff like that, then definitely gonna probably need a little bit of help. I can focus on my social media task manager, do that, and then I can just focus on streaming right away. I could talk, not just be like this. So with that said, hope you guys enjoyed it. It's been an awesome stream so far. I learned a lot. I'm mind blown. Don't get me wrong. If I'm busy texting my friends and stuff like that, I'm paying attention still. I understand a lot of it. As I can't wait to see where the story goes. And thanks for stopping by. Thank you guys for love and support. Have a wonderful day, wonderful night. Keep on keeping on for more Tales of Arise. Be safe out there. Be nice to each other. Love you guys. God bless you guys. And as always, I'll have links in the description below for my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord. Feel free to follow me on both and join Discord. And we can have a wonderful blast there and grow this awesome community. With that said, I'll talk to you guys on the next one.